Hello and welcome to UK Crime Caught on Camera. In this one, we are looking at crime in Northants. Here we join PC Sim Clark and Police Dog Ollie as they look for someone who just glassed a man in a pub. Ollie here has sniffed the guy out under the vehicle.
Underneath the car! Come out towards me now, don't make any sudden movements! Lay down on the floor! Show us your hands now, move out nice and slowly! Shimmy out, roll onto your stomach! Go onto your stomach, put those on the floor!
The man here was later found guilty of wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm following a trial at Northampton Crown Court. He was jailed for 3 years and 10 months.
In this footage, we see the driver brake suddenly when a yellow truck pulls out in front of them at a roundabout. And the irony of the HGV's massive warning poster is not lost on us. It reads, "Don't chance it, look out before you step out." Next, we see a Mercedes driver narrowly avoiding a head-on collision while overtaking on double white lines. This clip shows a white recovery truck tailgating an Audi on a dual carriageway. The flatbed vehicle drives close to the Audi's bumper before undertaking it in a very dangerous manoeuvre. The fuming driver then swings the truck in front of the Audi and slams on the brakes, forcing the motorist to perform an emergency stop. Another tow truck driver is caught driving erratically here on a busy dual carriageway with his hands off the wheel as he chats on his mobile phone. The previous clips you've just seen in this segment have come from Northamptonshire Police. 905 clips were passed to them by members of the public via an online portal in a clampdown called Operation Snap. This saw 758 drivers and cyclists caught on camera, with a total of 478 notice of intended prosecution letters sent to drivers caught on camera. These two drivers were recorded by another motorist's dashcam, wildly driving along rural roads. The idiotic pair overtook each other in their Kia Sportage and Mercedes cars and kept trying to cut each other up. Needless to say, the bobbies at Northamptonshire Police got this footage via Operation Snap, and the pair were charged with dangerous driving. They pled guilty and were both disqualified from driving for 12 months and will have to take an extended driving test to regain their licences. They also had to complete 150 hours of unpaid community work, pay £85 costs and a £114 victim surcharge. In this one, there's a bit of a twist. The driver in this grey Toyota Land Cruiser here is driving dangerously and is caught on camera doing so. The driver of it claims it was a mechanical fault that caused him to do this. However, Northants police didn't believe him and charged him with dangerous driving. After a trial, he was found guilty and banned from driving for 12 months, ordered to do 100 hours of unpaid work, and told to pay £545 in costs and a £95 victim surcharge. But the case doesn't quite end here. See, the driver who helped bust him was also prosecuted for driving without due care and attention. Police say she remained in the off-side lane prior to the incident when the near-side lane was clear. She received a notice of intended prosecution and took the option to complete an education course. This video captures one of many illegal drops made by a drug smuggling drone pilot as he smuggled drugs and mobile phones into prisons. With the help of his partner, he made more than 100 drops into 11 jails and young offenders institutions between August 2022 and October 2023. Footage from one smuggling operation shows a drone hovering over a prison at night while lowering mobile phones on a fishing line. At least 72 of the drone drops took place at HMP Onley in Rugby, Warwickshire, over 39 days. A court heard how the wife used her bank account to launder nearly £50,000, which her husband had been paid for piloting the drones. The couple were found out after the pilot crashed his drone in the grounds of HMP High Point in Suffolk. Fishing line and hooks had been attached to the drone with a package containing heroin, steroids, chargers, tobacco, SIM cards and mobile phones worth nearly £20,000. Data from the crashed drone confirmed it had been responsible for 62 flights on 34 dates and 7 different prison sites between January 3rd and June 3rd, 2023. The pilot was jailed for a total of 6 years and his wife was sentenced to 15 months.
Still to come in UK crime caught on camera, a police dog finds hidden coke. Three boy racers caught doing donuts on an industrial estate were hauled before a court and fined after footage of their showboating was sent to the cops. The trio can be seen performing donuts and handbrake turns on an industrial estate in Northamptonshire. But after the footage was submitted to Northampton police, the law soon caught up to them. All three pleaded guilty to driving a vehicle in a public place without due care and attention at Wellingborough Magistrates Court. One was fined £107 and had 6 penalty points added to his driving licence, and was ordered to pay £110 costs and a £43 victim surcharge. Another was fined £306, had 6 penalty points added to his licence, and was ordered to pay £110 in costs and a £112 victim surcharge. And the other was fined £253, had 5 penalty points added to his driving licence, and was ordered to pay £110 in costs and a £101 victim surcharge. A police dog called Socks lived up to his name when he nailed a drug dealer by sniffing out cocaine, which was hidden in a sock. Police bodycam footage shows a man being chased by officers who received a tip-off from a member of the public. The man was nabbed, and Socks here was ordered to search his silver car. Footage shows the dog repeatedly sniffing the steering wheel following the man's arrest in Kettering. An officer then pulled out a black sock hidden in a secret compartment which contained 15 bags of cocaine. The man admitted one possession of Class A drugs with intent to supply and driving without insurance. He was jailed for 2 years and 4 months at Northampton Crown Court. This mobile phone footage shows a neighbour attacking another neighbour with a garden tool. The man can be seen holding a pair of shears and a pair of secateurs as he berates his neighbour in the street. He attacked his neighbour outside their home in Burton Latimer, Northants. The victim was left with a gash to his head that had to be glued back together at Kettering General Hospital. The offender denied actual bodily harm, but was found guilty following a trial at Northampton Crown Court. Though the judge said he believed there was a good chance of rehabilitation and sentenced him to 45 weeks in prison, suspended for 12 months. He was also ordered to pay his neighbour £280 in compensation. This knife thug was captured on video slashing a partygoer with a blade following a nightclub dispute before the victim's female friend bravely intervened. The knife man got into an altercation with his victim inside a club during a night out in Daventry. The court heard how the argument escalated, with the thug telling the victim, "I'm going to get a knife and stab you." Around 30 minutes later, he returned to the scene on New Street, where he slashed the victim with a kitchen knife before dropping the weapon and fleeing. Security cameras captured the moment of the attack and the victim pulling up his t-shirt to look at his injuries as he staggers away. A male and female friend stepped in to try and calm down the thug, who bizarrely seemed to try and cuddle one of them before he left the scene. Northampton police were called and soon nabbed the thug. He was charged with 1 count of Section 20, grievous bodily harm, and 1 count of possessing a bladed article in a public place. The man pleaded guilty to both offences at Northampton Crown Court and was jailed for 1 year and 3 months.
Thanks for watching another episode of UK Crime Caught on Camera. If you're watching us on shotstv.com or Freeview, thanks so much for supporting our channel. Stay tuned for more authentic UK television coming up. If you've come here from our YouTube channel, thank you. We really appreciate your support. You'll always find UK Crime Caught on Camera on shotstv.com. We're slowly building a following here, and we'll continue to post videos as much as we can. But our shows will always premiere on shotstv.com first. Thanks for watching.